Oh boy, time to get roasted. What's up, guys? I'm an Air Force vet, all right? And I want to look at the Army basic training because in the Air Force, when I went in 2013, 14, something like that, we didn't have any phones. It was a lot worse than it is today, bro. Like we couldn't do anything. And then when I got out of the military, I went to my dad's base. He worked on an Army base, and I saw they had phones, bro. The Army had phones in basic training. And it was the craziest, most strange, weird thing. Their marching was terrible. It was just, I don't know. So today, I'm gonna check out the Army basic training. So let's see what we got here. I'm a warrior. All right, man, pulling up on the bus. That feeling will never get old. Wait, hold up, bro. Hold on now. You got 90 seconds to get off the bus. Bro, we got absolutely flamed up into a million pieces. They were like, get off the bus! And we're like, oh my gosh, we were freaking out, bro. All right, anyways, all right, we're gonna... Looking good. Looking scared. Oh yeah, he looked, bro, he looked... He looks mad. And anybody in the comments that's like, bro, I can't go in the military because if they get in my face, I'm gonna swing on them. Lies, cap, you're lying. What did the kid say? I don't know. Is cap still a thing? You're lying, bro. You're not gonna swing on him because that dude's built like a tank and he'll knock your block off. Dang, bro, he joined the. Okay. Getting your hair cut. All right. Range day was probably the most fun day out of everything.
Tradition than serving in the United States Army. And basic combat.
Wait, are they allowed to have a beard now? Hold up. Are we allowed to do that now? Can the military have facial hair? Bro, listen, if this was back when I was in the military, bro, they would have chopped your head off. Like a MTI, military training instructors, our drill sergeant would have literally came in with a samurai sword and chopped our face off if we had hair like this.
There's no prouder tradition than
That's crazy.
In the United States Army. And basic combat training is your first step to becoming a respected member in the profession of arms.
Okay.
Soldier training is demanding, both physically and mentally.
I love that. Heck yeah.
In the end, you'll feel a sense of accomplishment that you'll carry for the rest of your life. During this 10-week training process. I
will say this, the Army does a lot more land navigation, rucksacks type stuff than the Air Force. The Air Force we did not do any type of land nav. We didn't do any type of mountain warfare. We didn't do anything like that when we learned about it, but we didn't do anything like that in the Air Force, period. And I think that's because the Army, you are infantry first, and then you are your MOS. So like if you're a supply MOS in the Army, you're an infantryman first, you know how to do it, you can go on convoys, all that stuff. In the Air Force, you are a specialty of what your MOS is. We're not, look, if I had to go into combat, I would not take one of my supply buddies. I would take literally any Army person I could into warfare if I needed to. So this isn't like an Army versus Air Force thing. I was just confused how they had phones and stuff. So I want to see...
such as teamwork.
I know
proper military dress.
Okay, yeah, this is what I want to see.
Repelling and weapons handling.
The Army has 4 basic combat training locations, including Fort Moore, Georgia, Fort Jackson, South Carolina,
Fort Leonard Wood.
Missouri,
that's where I lived.
Fort Sill, Oklahoma. Your training location is determined by your specific Army job, which you'll learn in the advanced individual training phase. And those trainees on track to become officers will go on to Officer Candidate School at Fort Moore after completing their basic training.
For all trainees, most nights are...
Bro, I need to see... No, see, you know what this is? This is a promotional video right here. They're trying to get you to join. They're trying to make it look nice.
And every recruit is assigned a bunk and a locker. The only times you don't stay in the barracks is during an overnight field exercise. 3 hot meals are provided.
Brother, that looks delicious. Our meals, bro, our meals did not look like that. They either spiced up this for the video, bro, to make it look like it's that good, but our meals were not like that, bro. No freaking way was it that good.
Basic training at the on-post dining facility.
Bro, macaroni?
The DFAC offers a variety of nutritious food, which will help keep you energized during your tough physical training. Phone calls are limited during basic training and are at the discretion of the drill sergeant.
Yeah, see, we got like 3. I think we got 3 the whole time, and they were 5 minutes long, or maybe they were 15 minutes. No, I think they were 5 minutes. You called, and it was like, as soon as that 5 minutes was up, bro, there was no I love you. There was no I'll see you soon. It was like, get off the phone. And you boom, hang up. And I remember calling my wife now, but my girlfriend at the time, bro. And it was it is hard, bro. It is hard. 2 months away from somebody that you're used to being around all the time is freaking hard, man.
Packages with treats and snacks are discouraged. However,
okay, yep.
matters between family and trainees are highly encouraged.
Same. That's the same for the Air Force. All right.
When you arrive at your designated training location, you'll spend your first several days in reception. Here, you'll fill out paperwork to start getting paid, receive physical exams and immunizations. You'll get a haircut if you're male, and you'll be issued your Army uniform and other personal items.
I remember all that.
Complete reception, you'll move to your training company and meet the drill sergeants who will train and mentor you until graduation.
So for us in the Air Force, you didn't get boots. I think the first 3 weeks you didn't get boots. You got boots after your halfway point, which is I think was a 4-week mark. So you go 3 weeks and you're wearing tennis shoes, bro. You look like a complete moron out there. You're the biggest douche canoe on earth because you got Nikes on with white socks up to your freaking knees with ABU pants on that are laced, or what is that? When you've got the strap, the boot straps. But I forgot what they're called. Anyways, your pants are cuffed up, bro. You look so goofy, but it's to make sure that all the other MTIs know that you're like a first 3 weeker. They just come and bust you up for no reason, bro.
Your first week in the training company is called Yellow Phase.
Okay, let's see what we got going on.
Phase, you are introduced to military customs and courtesies.
All right, we did all that.
The Army ethic, values, Army history.
Yeah, see, they cut that part out. Look.
Army ethic.
Hey, you think she's yelling right here? Look at that vein on her neck, bro. Of course they muted that part out. Let's go.
After recruits complete Yellow Phase, they enter their next phase of training,
Red Phase,
which lasts about 3 weeks. Here, you'll learn the fundamentals and traditions of being a professional soldier, including the warrior ethos and the soldier's creed. This phase includes daily physical training and other physical
That's what's up.
such as the confidence course, team development course, rappel tower, and MBC chamber.
Oh, that was rough. 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 That was rough, bro. For those of you that don't know, what they do is you have your gas mask on, right? So you're learning chemical warfare. And you've got for us, we had our whole suit on, right? They light this tablet of tear gas in this room, and you've got your mask on. And I think first, do you take a filter? No, because you can't breathe. Okay, so yeah. So anyways, once the room is filled with tear gas, they make you rip your gas mask off. And then they make you say your statement where it's just like, the Air Force crew is like, I am an American airman. I am something, blah, 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 blah. Well, what happens is breathing out, there is no problem. It's when you're done saying the creed and you go... And you breathe in, brother, your nose, there's nothing left, bro. There's no boogers left for weeks. You are cleared out and you are dying. It feels like you're having an asthma attack. It is awful.
Start your fitness transformation.
That's what's going on with this guy right here.
Fitness test is administered, so you will see how you do on your first PT test. This will consist of a deadlift, standing power throw, push-ups,
what?
A sprint drag carry, the plank, and a 2-mile run.
Hold on, what?
How you do on your first PT test.
This is our PT test now? That's actually, bro, I'm going to give it to the Army right there. I don't know if the Air Force has changed or not, but that's really freaking cool because this is all pretty usable stuff. In the Air Force, you do sit-ups, push-ups, and a run. And bro, sit-ups are the amount of back pain you get from sit-ups, it's the dumbest exercise on earth. I used to max my PT scores out. Every time I did one, I got almost 100%. My run, we had to do 1.5 miles, and I would finish at 9:30. So it's like a 6-minute mile for 1.5 miles. I would crush everything, but this is actually pretty sick.
Consists of a deadlift, standing power throw, push-ups, a sprint drag carry, the plank, and a 2-mile run. And
that's dope.
Basic soldier tasks like how to pack and load your rucksack and clean your issued weapon.
That was always fun.
For me, was definitely adjusting living with about 40 people in a bay, ranging from ages 18 to almost 40, and different cultures and backgrounds and ethnicities.
Learning to work together as a team, it can definitely be one of the biggest challenges in red phase.
After red phase, you'll enter white phase. This phase lasts about 2 weeks and increases the level of fitness training and your soldiering skills, including how to
This is where they absolutely dominate the Air Force with boots on ground.
perimeter, hand-to-hand combat drills.
Yep,
basic
we didn't do
regular
that.
Marksmanship, first aid, and land navigation.
We didn't do
It's through
that.
Training such as this that you start to come together as a team and practice the leadership, resiliency, and teamwork skills you're learning. At the same time, you're gaining a new confidence.
You don't have to be the strongest or the fastest. You just have to be mentally ready,
Yep.
and you have to push yourself through. And
That's him coming out of the tear gas chamber.
Every day you're gonna have to give it everything you got. This isn't an easy thing to do. It's a choice to leave your job, leave your family, but ultimately I think there's paving the way for the.
That dude right there is hard, bro. You can probably tell he's probably he's got some experience under his belt, bro. You can just tell a hard man from not like, especially as military, you get around some of these dudes and you're like, oh yeah, you've seen stuff, you've done stuff. You like, I'd love to see his ribbon rack, bro. I bet it's freaking that tall.
And a 10-mile road march.
Woo!
This time is also where you will receive your U.S. Army badge, which will be worn
Good for them,
on the
man.
shoulder of your uniform and your black
Should be proud. Good for you. That is a crimson chin right there, boy.
Is to be able to allow the trainees to be able to recognize what it is that they've accomplished. That
Heck yeah, dude, that is sick. Okay, bro, our graduation did not look that cool, man. The Army,
This
dude.
time also includes Family Day.
I remember
in addition to
that.
the
Oh my
graduation
gosh.
ceremony itself. You'll also spend time out processing and preparing for the next phase of your Army career, which is your advanced individual
Yep.
training.
I've learned
AIT.
that I always have to put the team first, no matter what, and that selfless service is the most important thing a soldier could do.
It's a great learning experience.
All right, you guys, look, I'm gonna cut it here. So basically, from my perception, I could be completely wrong. I know I'm probably gonna have some Army guys on here. Hopefully I don't get roasted, but listen. It seems like the Army is more of a group, like a family, like oriented thing. You know what I mean? Like I feel like they have each other's backs a little bit better, and maybe they don't. I don't know. But the Air Force was absolutely a fraternity, bro. It was a fraternity. It felt like if you could step on somebody long enough, then you would get promoted, right? It's like if you could step on so-and-so and get that must promote, then you're going to kind of move up in the ranks a little bit faster. And it was just, I don't know, man. It felt weird. It felt like fraternity. It felt like everybody's out for themselves. It never felt like a unit. It never felt like a team. It never felt like any of that, bro. It just didn't. And I don't think I worked with a single person that gave me any type of bad review, rating or anything like that. All of my supervisors said I was good at my job and worked good. I always worked as hard as I could. I always took the extra shifts. I always did the extra crap nobody wanted to do, bro. I took night shifts so people with families didn't have to. I did everything I could, bro, but it just felt like and I was so good at my job. This was the main problem, that I was so good at my job that I became the guy that, can you do this because you're the only one that actually knows how, and then it just spiraled. But I don't know, could be completely wrong. The Army could absolutely suck. But I got to say, they got us on land nav. They got us on hand-to-hand combat. They got us on advanced movements with weapons. They got us on the night raids. They got us on the rucksack stuff. I mean, yeah, Army basic training is pretty dope, man. So yeah, that was my review as an Air Force veteran. All right, y'all. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.